Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the company called FutureMed. Myself is Puneet Sani. Me and my group going to discuss about this company, internal perspective, external perspective, technology perspective, and then finally we come up with a conclusion. As we know, most of the companies are introducing new tools and methods for managing the operation in a productive way. In order for implementing innovative practices and policies, the organization has to analyze the internal structure, market research techniques, and R&D methodology. The managers also have to consider the information regarding relevant regulations and economic conditions affecting the organization. In this presentation, we are analyzing the capacity of FutureMed organization to innovate different practices in field of nuclear medicine and radioactive. Now I will invite my friend Parth to talk about internal perspective of this company.
Thank you, Puneet, for introducing FutureMed. Now I am talking about the internal perspective of the company. While analyzing the company structure and culture of the FutureMed, we can understand that it is highly supportive for company to introduce innovative practice and tools. The company need to strengthen of HR department in order to managing an issue. We know the fact that in order for getting the better result from the employee, we have to provide the quality of service and facilities. Employee quality is a valuable asset for every organization. Therefore, the company has to provide opportunity to every employee to perform better result as per the report of the Business Insider 2016. Most of the US-based company giving them more opportunity to every employee for suggestion and review. FutureMed also have considered the suggestion and opinion given by the employee. If it is required, they can make necessary change according to the plan. For implementing the innovative tools for a company, also have to allocate the resources properly. They also have to provide the skill orientation training and the development of program to the employee at the right time. Resource allocation called the important task for the manager to control current and future activities. While allocating the resource, company has to consider the most relative allocation. Also, company also require to different machines, tools, and manpower for introducing the new technology. Proper organization structure is required for any organization to managing the innovative practice for highly productive. For effective management, organization structure, the organizations for improving the performance of employees also help the reducing the cost. Due to the impact of globalization and the recent trend, the preference and interest of the customer is changing day by day. In order for meeting the need of the customer, the company have focused the effectively organization structure that help for tracking the internal constraint and issue. In my recommendation, I will suggest that the company, the change in the organization structure always help the company making the change to existing plan and policies. According to the 2017 reports, the company also has to establish an open culture in organization. It helps to reducing the conflict between the employees. Also, company also give to review the internal plan and policy time to time. Now I will get to my friend Puneet for next part of the company. Thank you.
Thank you, Parth, for handing over the next part. So now I will talk about the external perspective of FutureMed. As we can see, the organization innovative capacity is also influenced by the external business factors like competition, price strategy, and the other things. While analyzing the case of FutureMed, we can understand that the company has to consider different aspects in order for improving the innovative capacity. It is a duty of the organization to fulfill the needs and interests of shareholders of the company because they are the lifeline of the company. So the company has to consider decisions taken by the government, and they also have to introduce productive policies for managing the threat from the external factors. And with external factors, we can say it can be new entrants in the market. They can be a threat to the company. So we can say that it is a duty of the business organization to provide the goods and services to the customer at the right time, right price, uh, which is very important in case of if you want to be a successful business in the current competition. If there is a delay in providing services or products, it will directly affect the organization's reputation, which will actually decline the profit margin of the company directly. With the help of innovative practices and policies, the organization can able to manage the future issues and problems in a productive way. While analyzing the present political condition in Australia, we can understand the company has to make some important changes to existing plans and policies to make it better for the customers and their employees. While analyzing the case study, we can actually see that neighboring countries such as Indonesia, New Zealand, and other countries have fewer regulations for developing radiopharmaceuticals, while Australia has really strict rules and regulations for developing these radiopharmaceuticals. The company is also facing issues related to the requirement of capital. In Australia, the technology is still a developing science that few businesses finances understand and they feel comfortable about it. मैं साइड में
आपको ये ऐसे बोलना
यहाँ से बोल रहा यहाँ से एक मिनट अभी नहीं
कोई भी कर लो दिखा दो
in my recommendation I can suggest
1 2 3 now start.
I suggest that in order to manage all the issues that the company currently has, the company has to identify the effective ways for raising the funds and allocating the fund to the management. The company has to raise capital by issuing shares, and or they can approach different financial institutions or agencies. In order to manage the regulation related to the new product development and technology, the company has to implement effective promotion plans and policies. They have to create the team that includes representative from shareholders, company, government parties, customers, and all of them that are directly influenced by the company. With the help of this team, the company will be able to improve the innovative capacity and system, which they are actually struggling with the external perspective of the company. So these recommendations will actually going to help them to improve their internal structure and their model of the business. Now I'll get my friend Venkat to talk about marketing perspective.
Thank you, Puneet, for discussing about external perspective. I'm discussing about marketing perspective. We know the fact that it is a duty of the company to identify potential markets and large and target groups in order to attain goals and objectives of the organization. The company has to introduce the productive marketing tools and strategies of attracting the customers. They have to create the effective action team for the promoting products and services offered by the organization. If it is required, the organization has to collect the options and suggestions from the customers for making the changes to exiting the products and services. And going to company has to give importance to customer visit programs and activities. According to the words, the Thomas 2016, the most of the international business organizations collecting information from the national and international customers for improving the quality of the service provided to the customers. And coming to the marketing perspective, there are 3 points, main 3 points. The one is that the company has to face tough competition from the national and international players. And we know that in fact the one satisfy the customer helps the organization for the getting more customers. And coming to the another point, the company also has to introduce specific policies for reducing the cost related to different operations. And coming to the third point, we know the fact that it is due to of the business managers to avoid necessary operation focus on the competitions. And in marketing perspective, my recommendations are the global market are directly increasing the operations of the company. Therefore, the company has to provide the best quality at less cost. And now, my friend Eric discuss about technology perspective.
Thank you, Beckett. Hi, everyone. This is Shane, ZQ, and Eric. Thank you for waiting. In this part of my presentation, I'm willing to talk about the technology perspectives of FutureMed. It was mentioned in the case study that the company had started a project in selling the radiopharmaceuticals, which is medicine were used in major clinical areas for diagnosis and therapies. However, without the systematical approach in this place, it is impossible for identifications or creations of potential disruptive technologies. In addition, with FutureMed's marketing was lack of understanding of the market and it avoids the improvements of the team's skills. It seems like the technology perspectives is not good enough. However, with the factors that the business finances have no sensitivities as well as interest in this market about the products of the company, the organizational innovation process seems in a negative development trend and need to be resolved as soon as possible. In that case, it was recommended that the department should improve the understanding of the market as well as improving the technologies. The most important things for FutureMed is to attract the business finances interest because of the investments are the huge support for FutureMed to develop the technology. In addition, the company were also required to meet the requirements for the companies such as the Indonesia and the New Zealand government, because of the government is one of the most important stakeholders of the company. In conclusion, in this case study, our group has made the analysis for FutureMed into 4 perspectives. The internal perspectives part has shown that the implements as well as the innovation tools are the companies should have allocated as well as the resources allocation. Well, compared with the internal, the external perspectives that the pudding has mentioned is that the company should have identified effective ways for raising the funds and allocating the funds. However, Beckett has mentioned that companies should face the tough competition from the national and international players, so that if FutureMed is following the recommendations and provided by our group should have a positive improvement. Well, thank you guys. That is all that our group has to present today. Thank you for your attention and time.